Hello everybody. My name is Jonas Auder, and on behalf of my colleagues Uwe Grünefeld and Stefan Schneegers, I'm going to present enabling reusable haptic props for virtual reality by hand displacement. We can use passive haptic props to mimic the haptics of virtual objects. For example, on the left-hand side, a user is reaching out to 3 different virtual objects, while in fact, in reality, the user is reaching out to only one physical prop that mimics the haptic properties of all these physical objects. This is done by redirection, and we see that we can reuse haptic props for multiple virtual objects. On the right-hand side, we can see that a user is interacting with differently sized virtual objects in the lower part of the picture that are resembled by one fixed-sized haptic prop in reality. So we can use haptic props for differently sized objects in virtual reality, and this is pretty close to our approach. In our approach, we built wooden boxes that can be optically tracked. Users then could interact with these boxes, and in virtual reality they could see a virtual representation of that box. With this setup, we conducted a user study with 12 participants. In the first part of the study, we used a linear displacement function, which means that when the users approach the box, the displacement of the virtual hand is applied linearly dependent on the distance to the physical box, until when they reach the physical box, the virtual hand is aligned with the borders of the virtual box. We handed our participants ever-increasing boxes and uncovered after 11.5 boxes on average, they recognized the mismatch. This results in a virtual box size of 31.5 centimeters, which is 11.5 centimeters larger than the physical box they were interacting with. In the second part of the study, we used different displacement functions. Also the linear function, a logarithmic function, and an exponential function. The logarithmic function adds the displacement at the very beginning when they approach the box, and less displacement when they reach the box, so the hand is fully displaced way before they reach the virtual box. And the exponential function adds the offset right before they reach the virtual box. We handed our participants 11 virtual boxes that differed in size. Some were smaller, some were bigger, some were of the same size, and investigated if they can guess if the boxes are smaller, larger, or of the same size when these different displacement functions are applied. Here we did not really find any differences, but our participants tend to guess more correctly when the boxes were smaller than the physical prop. In summary, we found through the first task that we can have a virtual box that is 50% larger than the physical box. This is in line with related work. Through the second task, we did not really find any differences with different displacement functions. We believe that here further investigation is needed. Thank you for the attention.